Do have low committal engage with the Chain of Corruptions and the Glacial Prison, and it's more of a defensive option with the Braum because the Glacial Fissure is not necessarily a strong engage option, but it can get a chance to really answer back on the Dragon quite yet.
I mean, way higher priority on grubs for Cloud9 than for Dignitas this series. I think if you're thinking about just the first spawn of grubs, that's going to be 9 grubs for C9 and 0 for Dignitas. So part of that is just because Blabber has a little bit of extra time. Their bot lane did decide to reset and is actually moving out top side. So, okay.
That'll be huge in order to help Licorice survive a potential
no,
dive.
he's in trouble.
Okay, and Blabber's here first. Spica is not going to get there in time. Licorice trying to leap strike the Blabber. The flash away. No way he gets out alive. Blabber just one more. The Nature's Grasp. Spica will take it as long as he steps in front, but Blabber flashes forward with the Bramble Smash and clips Licorice into the corner.
Flies over the wall and steals it.
Would have been cool if he's on objectives, because now you start spamming those saplings. And normally if this is tank Maokai, you don't care about the saplings. But with Liange's Rush and early on in the game, those things do take a large chunk of your HP, and it makes it even more difficult for Dignitas to challenge and contest these corridors, as Licorice might be the recipient of another dive, but Isles is here, Spica's here, and Thanatos just goes in too early. The teleport from Jojo tries to save the dive, and they answer back on the Licorice, but can Cloud9 get all of their members out? And the answer is no, because Vulcan was too deep. They wanted to go for this Dragon and contest it alongside the rest of Cloud9. Berserker below 50% HP, trying to catch this wave.
That was one of the changes to incentivize not lane swapping early, as that first turret gold bonus would be increased. But it does mean it
empowers a lot of your long-range marksmen to siege the turrets quickly. Unfortunately, considering that there is a lot of long-range disengage from Dignitas, as the Solar Flare lands on Sven, still hasn't popped the flash, finally does it, but Blabber is already on the way with the Twisted Advance, and he gets
throughout that, but live and learn as Thanatos is getting ganked properly.
He has flash and he pops the Dominus, but I don't know if it's gonna bail him out this time in the 2v1. Easily gets beaten down by Licorice's staff. The Rift Herald will crash, and they should be able to fell the turret.
Yeah, Varus ultimate misses, means C9 can stay fairly aggressive. They don't get all of it, but I think with no Varus ult, no Sejuani ult, they're just gonna easily grab it.
Just tap it.
More hit. Tap it in.
There you go. They got double TPs. I believe it's coming in from Jensen and Jojopion. Spica trying to answer back. Decent combo, seismic shove onto Spica. The Twisted Advance will lock Spica down, and he's just overcommitted once again. Cloud9.
But they can't get vision to make it a safe suicide.
Yeah. And I think
there's no smite on Dig. He could have just stolen it if he had vision.
I mean, I think the benefit of having so many experienced players is it looks like Blabber got the steal. Glacial Prison landing right on top of Blabber. He has the flash, but no chance to pop it. Was it worth it? I'm not sure for Cloud9. And actually, I think I'm wrong. Dignitas might have gotten the secure on blue buff.
Yeah, Dig got the blue as well.
Yeah. Oh, then it wasn't even Everything would have to come down to a massive shockwave from Jensen. Teleports are coming in from Thanatos. Jojopion is going to use the Weaver's Wall to try and cut them off, but Thanatos is on the other side. Seismic Shove finds Isles. He's the first one to go down. Vulcan is traded. Berserker commits with a Killer Instinct, trying to get the killing blow on Spica. Thanatos is in the flash, looks for Sven, but they're kiting him out, but it's the Q that slices Sven down. Licorice is next as he falls to Berserker, and the rest of Cloud9 are on the hunt for Dignitas. Spica trying to get away.
Chase in for the kill, but he gets it, and there's a teleport. Jensen wants something to happen.
Spica, we know this guy can steal Barons, but he can't get into the pit. 1200 HP. Secured by Blabber. Fishing for the Glacial Prison. Flash from Blabber trying to go in on the Spica as well. Jensen might just be caught out here. Massive shockwave! Takes out 2 from Cloud9, but Dignitas are still on the run. Berserker's still alive, and he can still run amok. Soul Point coming up in 5 seconds as Cloud9 fights for posture.
Oh, those saplings are hitting pretty hard, but Dig wants to brute force through.
Hold right onto Blabber. Vulcan's into the back line, but Sven is not touched. Berserker dives right on in. Massive combo from Jojopion. Cloud9 completely delete Jensen and Isles. This series has been a banger, man.
That Vulcan engage was so good. He absolutely...
There's no further lockdown for the rest of Cloud9, but that is a summoner spell down for the top laner Dignitas, as they have to now try and defend the rest of their base from crumbling. Cloud9 just making short work of the tier 2 in the mid lane.
Strong 5v5 team fighting team comp, but if they can't push any side lanes and they need to walk blind into every situation, it's bad. But
pick on the Jojo! The Sarah shield, but the seismic shove does buy time. Nature's Grasp is coming in over the wall from Blabber. Will it save him? But Jojo Pion tries to get over the weave as well, but he gets intercepted by Licorice! The counter-strike stun finds him! And Vulcan will be the next one to fall! This is disaster for Cloud9, a big pickup! Oh, Blabber, could he be the hero and make sure that Dignitas don't have the wave back into this game? It's not happening. Dignitas, they are not out of this series yet, folks!
Push out mid lane.
They can make short work of this tier 1. Dignitas being able to clean out first turret.
They have deep push in bot lane as well for Jax, and they have way better setup for this than they did last one since they're already in the river.
Vulcan's in, tries to flash on his Sven. Berserker's gonna follow up, but he flashes away from the solar flare. Jojo Pion is down to the back line. Can he find Sven? Oh, trying to save his AD carry, but he can't do it. Jojo Pion finds the killing blow on the AD carry of Dignitas, and the rest of Cloud9 will try and make sure that they can clean this series out, but Jensen is still alive. Mika's still alive. Looks like they caught Licorice. Oh. He goes all out on a Jojo Pion, but he uses the blast cone to get away. He survives. Cloud9
for the hero play, but he just can't get into the pit.
Yep.
C9 hold off. 6. He's had great back-to-back games on Zeri and Kaisa.
When we started this series, it was a Dignitas win in game 1, and Sven was able to hold up and show that he is not an AD carry you can sleep on anymore, and he's still been trying to do his best to play these fights, but Cloud9 have put a target on his back. Berserker has shown he is just as good, and now the rest of Cloud9 will throw one more engage on the Dignitas. Sven with no summoner spells cannot survive the onslaught. Isles will fall next, and the rest of Dignitas make it out.
I mean, it's been through the Maokai Leona or even the Renekton right now, so it feels like Dig is lacking damage. Licorice isn't involved in these fights, Sven has lethality, and Jensen can't just shockwave them all.
Cloud9 get to continue the flash forward onto Jensen. The twisted advance locking him down for the seismic shove to follow up. Jensen, no more flash available. The Sarah shield will not save him. Going down, and potentially the last fight of the game. Cloud9, 5-4. They find a seismic shove on a Licorice. Sven is trying to put arrow after arrow, but it's not enough damage as the Sterix gauge will pop for Thanatos, keeping him topped off. The rest of Cloud9 making way through the inhibitor.
Before they kill him if they get him. This is a bit tricky to execute.
There's no flash from Licorice, so as long as Jojo Pion can find the seismic shove, which he does, gets a decent stun down, but Thanatos is not in range quite yet, but Licorice finds the blast cone. Pops out to the left side.
Love to TP away.
Can Dignitas rush the Baron? How much time can Licorice buy? Baron's about to spawn in 1 second. Blabber's in the area.
A lot, apparently. Can he get the turret? No. The thing is, there's a teleport on Thanatos to match, so I don't think they want to start Baron. This is just overall, no way.
Wait, Licorice? Oh, that looked a lot closer than it needed to be. When you are down 6,000 gold, I think that is your last shot.
It's a bit of a Hail Mary for Dig in this game for making so many plays happen. Now with the Baron buff, they're going for yet more picks.
Jensen, still no flash available, and Blabber is able to close the distance alongside Berserker. No Orianna, no Shockwave available anymore to stop these minion waves from crashing into the Nexus towers.
Another pick, definitely C9 turning it on here.
Teleport.
Baron buff, can they end?
I mean, Licorice is trying to look for the flank. Can he get there in time and threaten? Berserker has both summoner spells available. The Glacial Prison right on top of Vulcan. They go balls deep into Cloud9's backline, but they don't find anything. The seismic shove flips them all back. Cloud9 will find the damage to take out the backline. Sven is still going to barely survive. Can they survive the onslaught? But Blabber's making short work in the Nexus towers, and the Nexus will be fell. Cloud9 take to the skies and take the series against Dignitas.